Hello, I'm Phil Svitek, 360 Creative Coach, and the reason I call myself that is because I believe in the practical application of skills, but combined with the right mental attitude, the right mental fortitude in order to achieve your creative ambitions. And in this creative exercise, I want to challenge you to take an idea that you have, write it out, but then really pare it down into shorter and shorter versions. And I'll explain why. But before I do, I want to take this opportunity to invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. That way you get all the various content and episodes that I put out right when I put them out. And ideally, the hope is you gain something from it, right? Otherwise, why subscribe? If you just did, I appreciate it. And if you already were, thank you very much. So this creative exercise, I came to it because of a writer, a writing professor. And the notion there was that too often we go too long with various ideas. And that could be in any form, right? But both in terms of, let's say, like if you're a fiction writer or like truly writing like a nonfiction thing, whatever else. And he just thought like we tend to overwrite because now it's so easy where you sit at a computer and you don't waste paper. You can always just take away whatever. So you're just kind of typing, and it seems like it's all good, right? Whereas if you're typing on a typewriter or doing handwritten, especially handwritten, you kind of really have to put thought because eventually your hand gets a little cramped when you're writing that much. So you really have to think about what it is that you want to say. And also there, in life, you're going to need to explain an idea in multiple forms, right? So if you're pitching an idea for a show, let's say, well, there's the written form that you might need, but you're also and the written form could very much inform like how you present it in a room. But there's also going to have to be like a quick elevator pitch. There's also going to be certain things for, a presentation, whatever else, right? And so this is meant to get you to that point to be able to have these multiple versions. I'll give you, a real life example for me was I have a query letter for literary agents for the book that I just completed. And, that's all well and good, but I need to participate in an event called PitMad. In short, it's a Twitter event where you pitch your completed but unpublished work to literary agents or publishers. Now, Twitter, because of their restriction, only allows for 280 characters. So I had to take my query letter and essentially boil it down to 280 characters. Not words, characters. And so again, that's a reforming of that idea, the query letter to fit that. And so it just forces you to be critical. It forces you to think of what the most important aspect of an idea, whether creative or, for lack of a better term, nonfiction, is, right? And allows you to express it. And so the creative challenge I have for you today is start with a 5,000 word notion of something that you have, and then start to pare it down to 2,000, 1,000, 500, and then just literally like 100 words, and see how it goes. And part of the thing is you start to learn what is just kind of extra versus what is not, because oftentimes we just add things there because we don't have the confidence that a sentence will speak for itself. But oftentimes, writers will tell you this, that sometimes less is more, and what you are left with will have a greater impact because that is the only thing left. And that's kind of what this is meant to also evoke, is a sense of confidence, right? We overwrite because we're not confident. We overstate so much of what we're trying to get across because we feel like if we just write it 100 multiple ways, then that'll resonate more and more with people, as opposed to just saying it clearly from the get-go the way we should say it. And that way the person takes that in and the message is clear. Sure, at times we do need to provide context for what we're talking about, but there is a way of being clear with it. So that's really what this challenge is about, is for you to really get in your mind and start to express yourself better. And the reason it works in written form is because, as you write, it's different than just speaking. But I promise you, regardless of kind of your, by doing it in written form, it will make you a better speaker in all aspects of life as a communicator. That's what the ultimate goal of this exercise is, to make you a better communicator. Because even if you're a painter, you still have to communicate. And in that sense, like, you have, if nothing else in your mind, what is it that you want to paint? Right? When you started painting, it might come from intuition, but ultimately you have to have a clear-cut goal of that. And you have to be able to express it to yourself in words. And that's what this is designed to do, is to make you a good communicator and to be able to express yourself with words. But it starts with written words. So do 5,000, express an idea in 5,000 words. And this could be a concept for painting, for anything artistic, or just an idea, a notion that you have. So start with 5,000 words, then go down to 2,000, then 1,000, then 500, and then 100 words. See where you end up with. Let me know what the experience is like for you. I'm very curious to know. Please comment down below or hit me up on social media. And if you think this lesson might be a benefit for somebody in your life, please share it with them. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you next time.